We are live on the air. Here we go. Going radio. You're listening to WKDW Radio 97.5 and KDWRadio.com, broadcasting from the Bishop West Real Estate Mobile Tower right here in a little overcast Northport, Florida, but it's still beautiful outside. So just take your time. As always, I start the show out by reminding you to dial in your speed. Let's reduce it down 5 to 10 miles an hour. Everybody get home safe. If it does start to rain, we didn't get much over the weekend, if anything at all. So we did not wash the oily products off of the roads. So remember, when we do get this first rain, and it's usually a pretty good rain, we have some slip and slide action going on the freeway. So really just slow down. Take your time. There's no reason to go to Sarasota Memorial for the next 6 months and visit a loved one. So just keep it in mind, because it's not a lot of fun when you're in the hospital laying flat on your back. So I will now kick it off to Miss Laura Ansel from the Northport City Parks and Rec. How you doing, Laura?
I'm good. How have you been this last month?
Not too bad. We're doing our thing. We had the Divas Ball on Saturday night, so we had a nice sized crowd there, and Divas raised some money for the Gene Matthews Boys and Girls Club of Northport, and it was pretty festive. Good time.
That's good. I saw you looked fabulous. That's why.
That's why I have no mustache and no beard. I had full makeup on, so I try to do something every year, but I can't stand to look at myself like this. I need to grow that back really fast.
We'll just add a little effect on here on the screen for those who are watching.
Absolutely. So you've got a little bit of action starting at the Parks and Recs department here tonight, actually, right?
I'm sorry? I didn't hear that one.
Starting tonight, right?
Starting tonight, yeah. We have the Adult Basketball League is starting tonight. So thank you to everyone who signed up. We have 12 teams in that, and we have a 40 and older division, and we also have a 39 years of age and under division. So that program is going to go on for 8 weeks. If you want to catch some of the games, you can stop by. They're going to be at the Morgan Family Community Center. You can go to our website as well to get an update on the information and the league play. And we do an adult basketball league every fall and spring. So if you missed out this time and you really want to get back at it, we'll have it again this fall. So start collecting your friends now, get signed up, and come join us in the fall.
So how many athletes are signed up in that league? Is it just 5 guys, or is it?
No, sometimes they have a few extra on the roster just to, so they can switch in and out. So if you take an average of 7 times 12, there you go. That'll get you roughly what we're looking at. So.
That's kind of a cool thing.
It is. It's fantastic. And they are really, it's a good time. We enjoy the basketball league. We're glad to have them there. They play a couple nights a week. And the tournament is always, it's good basketball. So we were lucky enough to have enough interest that we were able to add a 40 years and older division over the last year or so, because that was something that we wanted to make sure that we were expanding our offerings.
Is there room for people to go and watch?
Oh, yeah. We have bleachers there at the Morgan Center. And we have quite a few of our teams bring their fans. They're in the stands cheering them on. So the public is welcome to stop by, check them out, and pick a team favorite. So, and I heard that you have a special player who's going to be in the league, right?
Well, I do. Jamar Butler played pro ball too. Played for the Clippers at one point, but I've played a lot of ball overseas. And he's a coach at the high school now at Northport. And he's a Ohio State Buckeye from 04 to 08. And he's actually playing tomorrow night. So tomorrow night at 6:00 over at the Morgan Center. That should be a lot of fun to watch. And I know that I talked to him Saturday night, and then again yesterday, and he's very excited about
good. Well, we're glad to have him, and it is a co-ed league too. So ladies, don't be scared coming out. Show the guys what you got. It's really meant to be a fun recreational league. Everyone can get together and show off some of their skills. So for those who do want to see it, it is Mondays, Tuesdays, and Thursday evenings. They usually play from between 6 to 9 p.m. over at the Morgan. And the website for anyone who wants to go to it and check out the league standings and how things are going, it's cityofnorthport.com/leagues, and you can find all the information there. So yeah,
Awesome.
I'll be excited. We'll have to see who takes the trophy this year.
I think it's going to be interesting to see how it all turns out. I really do. I think it's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
You guys you guys have quite gym over there. Just in if people haven't been by, and we have 70,000, and I know we haven't had 70,000 of our residents through there yet. Can you tell them where the Morgan Center is?
Sure.
And also, you kind of give them encouragement to come over and do a walkthrough. It's kind of cool.
No, I'd love for people to stop by. So we have a beautiful gymnasium over at the Morgan Family Community Center. It is pretty centrally located. It's on Price Boulevard. It's 6207 Price. If you're not familiar with where that is right across from Northport High School. We're located right next to Heron Creek Middle School, in between that and the Northport Aquatic Center. And sometimes folks who drive by maybe don't catch a glimpse of it because we're tucked just behind the Butler Park fields. So as you're driving along Price there's the nice large multi-purpose fields with the lights, and the Morgan Family Community Center is part of that campus. So it has a very large gymnasium. We can divide it up. We do drop-in volleyball. We have basketball. A lot of different leagues utilize that space, like the Northport Youth Basketball League. You can also come in. We have multi-purpose rooms as well within that facility. So we have a fitness center. We have a dance room. We have multi-purpose rooms that you can rent for meetings or parties or other events. We have an art room. It's really a really nice facility, and it's also home to our teen lounge. So we have a lot of teen members who come and join us in the afternoons or before school.
Sorry.
I was jamming to your tune. No, you're good.
That was me. See, I was playing that for Jamar.
It's all good. I'll find you later for it.
That's right. And anytime I'm on the radio, I always forget to turn off the phone, and it seems to catch on right away. But
yeah, I was guilty of it last time, so we're good. But yeah, it's a beautiful facility, and you can stop by anytime and get a free tour of it. It is open from 5:30 a.m. in the morning to 9 p.m. at night, Monday through Friday. It opens a little bit later on Saturday from 8 a.m. to 4. But a lot of great things there. You can come by, get a free tour, check out the fitness center. We have great affordable fitness memberships with a variety of different ways that you can pay. So, and there's different discounted rates for veterans and for our seniors, and you can pay for a 3-month membership or an annual membership or a monthly. I mean, we have a lot of different ways that you can join that facility in order to make it easy to fit anybody's budget or schedule. I mean, we do have snowbirds in the area who are only here for 3 months and just want a few months of a membership. So, we're very proud of our facility there. Please stop by. Feel free to check it out. Our staff are happy to give tours, explain things. We have a great reservations team there that is new within the last year, and they can help if you're looking to plan an event, a baby shower, a wedding reception. We're doing lots of those as well. So you can stop by, talk to our team, and they'll help you get set up.
And the rooms over there, we had when Ellie was born, we had their baby shower there.
Oh, did you? Nice.
Yeah, so I know that was, we rented out one of the rooms, and it was quite large, really. But those rooms connect over there too. You can get one massive amount of people in that room.
There can, yeah, and you can divvy it up. So we have a divider if you don't need the whole thing. Our large multi-purpose room over there has a kitchen in it. So if you're going to be hosting an event where you need to do catering, there is a commercial kitchen attached to it, so the caterers can use that space. And it also has so that picture right there that just flashed up, that's the large multi-purpose room, and it has an outdoor patio as well if you are so inclined to utilize that space as well. So a lot of options, a lot of things you can do there. It really just depends on your interest and what you're into and what you're looking for. But you come by and tell us what you need, and we can point you in the right direction over there.
And for those of you who are listening on the radio, we do the show live on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. And what she was referencing is the fact that I have the website up online now, through Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. And so you're able to see some of the stuff that she's talking about as we go through it. So we got some pictures scrolling right now. But
Yes.
you're listening to Laura Ansel from Northport Parks and Rec, and this is John Rawlings with Real Talk. And that was my first little 15-minute spot.
That was good. And my apologies to our listeners. I can describe some. It's pictures showing our fitness room and the large multi-purpose room. It's sunny, bright, big windows. So thanks, John, for the reminder, because sometimes you see the screen and you forget about the listeners. So.
Yeah, it's, sometimes it's a little difficult, but the nice thing is if you are out driving around, the beauty in having it on those three different venues, as far as social media goes, is that you can go home, you can hear this information, go back home and check it out. Just Real Talk. If you type in Real Talk or listen to Real Talk, it'll come up on your information, and hit my button, hit like. You're going to really enjoy the videos. Each and every week we do two, but I have different guests on each week. Laura is always the first Monday of the month. Yes. And we learned a lot of stuff. I will tell you that we talked about the aquatic center, and I have now boasted about our aquatic center in a completely different mindset now because
tell me
of what you're doing with second graders.
Good. Yes, I love that.
Highlight that again, because I found that to be absolutely something that the public needs to know what's going on.
Yeah, no, we're thrilled that we were, so this is a program. This is called the Manda Kids Swim Program. And this is a program that we had started in our inaugural season that unfortunately got cut short because of the COVID pandemic when it first broke. And so this program was put on hold. So we only got a few weeks in. But we were able to bring it back this year. And it is a partnership that we have with Sarasota County School and the Manda Family Foundation. And they basically fund a swim lesson for every second grader in Sarasota County schools. And we are the home for the Northport second grade swim lessons. So they provide the transportation. Each week we're hosting a different second grade class from a local elementary school. This week it is Lamarck who are coming by, and the second graders come every day for a week. They come by. So from Monday to Friday, they get 5 days worth of lessons in the mornings. And the very first day, we're focused on evaluating their current skill level. Then we divide them into the groups based on those skill levels, and they receive instruction for the whole week at the level that they're at. So we come to them, and I got to tell you, John, it is one of my favorite things to see and experience because it's amazing the sheer number of kids who need lessons or who have little to no skills in the water. And when you see the groups divvied out and the sheer size of them, the kids who are benefiting from this, it just, it really shows you what, our main pillar, one of our biggest cornerstones at the aquatic center is helping folks be safer on the water, in the water, around the water, not just with us at our facility, but everywhere in the community. And I don't think there's a better program to illustrate that than the Manda one and what we're doing with the second graders. So it's good to see a kid who was afraid on day 1 jumping in and swimming to a wall on day 5.
Well, and part of the things that I learned on the last show is that this was an international drive to get water and water safety implemented out into the youth. And I learned that really on a open dialogue. I think it was after the show that we went in depth and we're talking about the fact that the push is international for water safety awareness. And the fact that we have our aquatic center now puts us on the map big time as far as, up and down our coast. Because without the aquatic center, we would not be in that position.
No, that's correct. And we're coming off of a fabulous spring break. I'm not sure if you had a chance to see our spring break by the numbers, but we did share an infographic out after couple of weeks ago that kind of shared our performance and how things went. But we had $72,833 in revenue during spring break. So that was March 12th to March 21st. We had a great number of concessions. We had 967 slices of pizza sold. We had almost 50% increase in visitation from spring break of last year. And I did see a rumor out there that we weren't fully open last year for spring break, but yes, we were. So I want to make sure folks know that it gets confusing. I know the pandemic has made time fluid for everybody. But yes, last year we had no restrictions and we're completely open. So this is a true year-over-year increase that we're seeing here in folks coming out and utilizing the place. So for those who are watching at home, we have this really great infographic. You can find it on our Facebook page. I'm happy to share it out. I'll send it to John so he can share it with anyone who wants to see it. But we're really thrilled to see the number of folks who are using the center. And we hope folks will join us. We have some great events coming up. Splash into Summer is one, John. I'm not sure if you saw that one.
I did not.
Okay, so this one is if you go to cityofnorthport.com/splash into summer, we are having our Splash into Summer and Mayday Drowning Prevention Expo. So in the past, we held these as two different events, and this year we're holding it together. And this is a day, it's on May 7th, Saturday, May 7th, and every resident of the city of Northport will get free admission to the Northport Aquatic Center on a first come, first served basis. So you get complimentary park admission, and we're also going to have a bunch of booths and other information out on the deck around the center to talk about drowning prevention and awareness, not just here, but at home. Like, what are the barriers to safety? What can you do at home to keep your kids safer? What should you know about boating safety? We'll have some demonstrations. We're going to have Josh the Otter there. It's going to be a really great day. So I hope folks will come. One thing that's important by Northport resident, we do mean residents in the city of Northport. That's who will get the complimentary admission. The park is only open to city residents that day. And if you're coming, we just ask that you show proof of residency. So that can be your driver's license. It can be a utility bill, something like that will get you the ticket to come in. So yeah, we're excited about it. It's going to be a good day.
Well, I went ahead and pulled up your Facebook page because people that are looking for things to do in Northport, if you really just check out their Facebook page, it's loaded with information. All the dates are actually kept up to date, correct?
They are. I do it myself, so I know.
You've got to. I've got it now. Sorry about that, but
No, you're
I
good.
was one click shy. But it to me, you guys do a great job at really trying to get the information out. And really, you have a ton going on, even though I know you jokingly say, well, there's not a whole lot, but there actually is a whole lot.
There is. Yeah, I might be a little facetious when I'm saying that we are, in the last 3 years since I've joined the city, we have just ramped it up. And, we always have something going on. We always have some program or activity. And I think that's a wonderful thing, because if people are looking for a variety of things to do, or if, they're kind of like, hey, what's happening this weekend? We've got things for you to do, and we welcome you to join us and get involved, come to an event, try an activity with us, try a fitness class, join the centers, get a membership at the Aquatic Center, because there's no better way to really get connected with your community than joining us at these events. I mean, that's one of our cornerstones, right? We host these events because they are community building, community spirit enhancing activities that really impact your quality of life.
Absolutely. There's just so many things you can do. One of the things we haven't talked about lately is the skate park.
Oh, my son was just there the other day for the first time.
I pulled up the Facebook page. I hope you can see it.
Yeah, I don't manage the page. That is just a group thing where folks post their events. So that's not an official Northport Parks and Rec page, but certainly people can post activities and things there. It is a fantastic park. It is open. And I will say that the community of folks who use that park facility are some of the nicest at showing, if you've got a young kid coming in who has no idea what they're doing, the older kids or the older adults who utilize that facility, they are the nicest people in showing these young kids, tricks and how they can do things. And it's a great group.
No, say it now.
Nothing like getting to a video right in the midstream.
You are. I see it. There he goes. Oh my gosh. They're brave.
Yeah, they are.
They are brave.
It's amazing, but the really cool thing is if people haven't seen the park, it's been there for how long now?
Oh gosh, many years.
08?
I would believe your number. I'd have to look it up to be exact, but I believe you, John. So because it's by our original city center there, where City Hall used to be.
Yeah, and it's there's a lot of activity there. I mean, just the not just with the what is that called? Shoot, my son are laughing at me right now. But they do skateboards too, right?
Oh yeah, there's skateboards. You'll see a lot of kids on the bikes as well, doing the tricks on the bikes. So yeah, they're a great group of kids.
That's awesome. That is so cool. It's it's there's just a lot of opportunity to take some really cool shots of your kids.
There is, yeah. And if you haven't done it before and your kid is nervous, I mean, the other kids there are really fantastic. Like I said, my son just went last weekend. He was so funny because he's never gone. And he was like very nervous about it. But I guess some of the older kids there helped him. And he came home and was like, Mom, I need to go back there again. We need to go there more often. He was so serious. So I'm thrilled he had such a good experience. I'm grateful to the folks who were there who made him feel welcome. And I'm sure we will be going back to the park some more.
Once you start going to the parks, don't you find that it just kind of takes off?
It does. Yeah, there's some really great ones. I mean, especially in that area, because right across the way we have the Dallas White Park. We have a great group of folks who go to the Garden of the Five Senses and the Boundless Playground. We have really fantastic parks here locally for you to explore. So for anyone who's looking for a park, cityofnorthport.com/mylocalparks. We have over 26 for you to choose from. So if you're looking for shaded hiking trails where you could walk your dog on a leash, you're going to want Oaks Park or the Myakkahatchee Creek Environmental Park. If you're looking for great playgrounds, well, we have 12 of those for you to choose from. So Boundless is a great example. Dallas White, Blue Ridge Park is great. And if you're looking for waterfront pavilions to have a nice party, I mean, McKibben Park is where I would send anyone any day of the week. But we're very lucky. We have great parks. And so I hope folks go and check them out. We have an event coming up for anyone who'd like to explore the parks with us. So we have Kids to Parks Day. This is a national initiative that it's a national day where across the country, people invite folks of all ages to come out and explore the parks with us. So we're doing that again this year. It's a free event, and we're inviting people to meet with us at we have 3 different activities happening that day. So we're having donuts in the park. We're starting that first thing at the Garden of the Five Senses. This is May 21st from 8:30 to 9:30. We'll be at Garden of Five Senses. After that, you could come and stop by the George Mullen Activity Center, where we will be teaching archery. So if you want to try your hand at archery, we will have that from 10 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. Again, same day, May 21st. And then at the same time, we'll also have Newcomer Day here that we put on in conjunction with the Northport Area Chamber of Commerce. So you can try archery, stop by Newcomer Day. All of that is free. And then we're finishing things up at Blue Ridge Park from, let me look at the time, 2:30 to 4 p.m. And we're going to have giant lawn games and a field day out there where you can play all different kinds of activities with us. So you can join us for 1, 2, all 3 of those activities. But we're really hoping folks will come by, give it a shot, give something new a try, Do
you feel like the attendance has picked up now that everything is kind of opened up and people are getting out and about?
Oh, yeah, we're definitely seeing some great uptick in numbers and in attendance. I think from what we've experienced, it seems that people are more comfortable in kind of resuming their day-to-day activities. And we've also benefited from like a a growth in our community as well. So as our community continues to grow, we continue to see great participation at our events. And so we're thrilled. I mean, we're having things sell out. One of those things is summer camp. We talk about camp every year, and we're sitting here in April. It's April 4th. And the last I heard, we maybe had 1 week left of summer camp of spaces.
That is scary.
It has
people when they go the first time, don't you have a lot of repetition? They come right back.
We do, and we have a mailing list. So I think as the years have gone on, a lot of our camp families who have joined us previously have learned, oh, hey, this is, for a lot of people, that's their daycare over the summer. It's their options of an activity for their kids to do while they're at work. And so we're very fortunate in that we've had a lot of repeat business and repeat families who have been coming through. And we've had kids who have grown up through that program. So we have some folks now who started in the program, who became a CIT, which is our counselor in training, who are now counselors. So, right. And we are hiring. So we are very much in need of summer camp counselors for that program. So if you know someone who is 17 years of age or older, maybe they're looking for a summer job while they're back from college. Maybe they're an early education instructor who's off for the summer, but we are hiring summer camp counselors. So if you know anyone who's looking for summer work, send them our way. We're accepting applications now, and we'd love to see them join our team. It is a great program, making memories with the kids all summer. What's not to love?
Well, I've got the playbook up on the screen now, I think, don't I?
You do. I can see it anyway. Sorry if anyone at home can't.
I actually just did that pretty good. I was jumping on.
That was smooth.
The whole thing is that you guys make this really simple. And I actually met somebody this week that was the marketing person for their city parks in their town. And I said, so do you guys have a playbook? And she goes, what are you talking about? And I said, well, playbook is kind of like our guide. It kind of tells us what's happening and where the parks are and what the events are. And I said, we put it out. I think it's every quarter, right?
We put it out 2 times a year. So yeah.
So every half. So, she goes, well, my goodness. She goes, I need to get a copy of that. I said, don't worry about it. I said, it's online.
Yeah.
And she goes, oh my gosh, that's even better.
Perfect. So, send her that and my number. I'm happy to chat.
Yeah. The funny thing is when we have things like this, they're readily available, not just at the chamber and at our at like the Morgan Center, the Mullen Center, City Hall, but they're readily available online. You don't even have to go chase it. It's really right online. Can you tell people where to get this information?
Sure. Yeah. Anyone who's looking for information, the playbook specifically is at cityofnorthport.com/playbook. That's cityofnorthport.com/playbook. That is, as John said, our guide to all things Parks and Rec. So right now we have the edition up that is winter and spring, and we're working on summer and fall right now, and that will be getting switched out. So we'll have a new one in a couple of months for us here to enjoy. But as he said, it's our guide to all of the events, all of our activities, basically anything you want to know about Parks and Recreation and what we have to offer. It's going to be inside that book. As he said, it's available online. That's the URL I gave you. But if you are like me and a hard copy person still holding on to our printed guides, you can pick up one of those as well. They're totally free. You can get one at either of our community centers, at the Aquatic Center. You can stop by City Hall, or you can stop by the Chamber and pick them up from our friends over there. It's available. So it's a great resource for information. Or if you just have questions and want to talk to a person, you can also call us. We are at 429-PARK. It's 429-7275. And that is our direct line. And you can reach Parks and Recreation at that number.
Awesome.
Yeah.
The number I have on the screen, does that get there too?
I'm sorry?
the number I have on the screen.
Oh, that's my phone number. So if you want to talk to me, call the number that John has on the screen, which is totally fine. I'm here. I'll help you.
She's easy to help too. Good resource.
Yep. Hey, I'll if I don't know, I'll point you in the right direction. I promise you that. So
well, one of the things I was noticing is that we have the on the last page I was just on, you've already talked about the Kids Parks Day.
I did.
And
so we're back one more. We haven't talked egg hunts yet, right? That's probably our next big one. We should chat about those. So the last few years, as I mentioned, we have had a flashlight egg hunt and an enormous egg hunt for many years here in Northport. Unfortunately, the last 2 years, they got COVIDed. So we pivoted and we did what we called the Bunny Squad Scramble, where we went out and egged people's yards. But this year, because of the loosening and COVID restrictions, we were able to once again have our egg hunts in person. So we are really thrilled to invite everyone back to join us. We have the flashlight egg hunt on Friday, April 8th. That starts at 7:30 p.m. So you can come at 7:30, start getting in line, take some pictures with the bunny, bring a flashlight and a basket. And you're going to hunt for 15,000 eggs at the city center front green. So that is Friday night. And then the following morning on April 9th at 9 a.m., we have our enormous egg hunt. And so that is, like I said, bring a basket to that one as well. We have out there the age groups will be clearly marked. So you can, we try and keep the kids of roughly same size together because we don't want a 10-year-old trampling a 4-year-old. So we have the age groups out there. So parents, find your age group. Bring your child to that, get set up, and then the bunny will visit each age group to count down when the egg hunt will start. So just be ready because those eggs will go real fast. So as I mentioned, April 8th, we start at 7:30 and the egg hunt itself starts at 8:15 p.m. And those eggs, John, they'll be gone by 8:30. They'll all be picked up by then. So
I'm sure it doesn't take very long.
It does not. And then April 9th, the Saturday at 9 a.m. is when the event starts and the hunt starts at 10. All the eggs will be gone by 10:15. So, and at either event, if your kid finds a golden ticket inside of their egg or a little prize ticket, they get to go inside the George Mullen Activity Center and select a basket that has been donated. So I would be remiss if I didn't thank the folks who've made that possible. So every year, our employees internally, they have a competition. It's the Great Bunny Basket Challenge. And employees donate their own money or they donate baskets. And we have a little competition to see which department can donate the most baskets. And so it is just a really, I love that event because it's so nice to see the generosity of my coworkers and my colleagues. They do a great job. We also are fortunate enough to have some in-kind donations from those in our community. So a special thank you to Awaken Church, who are donating volunteers and baskets to this event. They're going to be at both Eggnormous and Flashlight. The Kiwanis have done a great job too. They are another in-kind sponsor. They're donating baskets and people to help at these events, and we're very grateful for their support. And then for the Eggnormous Egg Hunt, Clara's Clubhouse will actually have a special adaptive location that they are providing and are the in-kind sponsor for. And that's like a sensory-friendly egg hunt for those in our community who need adaptations. So we're hoping that this inclusive event will, get a lot of folks in attendance, come out and join us, get your picture with the bunny. If you need information about it, if I spoke too fast, it's cityofnorthport.com/egg hunt. That's cityofnorthport.com/egg hunt. And come out and join us this weekend. It's going to be a good time.
Well, you guys kind of set this up on the website so that if you just know the name of the event, if you put City of Northport in, you could put kids to Parks Day, right?
Yeah, I try to have a vanity URL for any of our big events. So if you're out there and put it in, if you search it, it should pop up. So just make sure to double check the dates because sometimes old flyers or old programs or brochures might be hidden out there and you come across. So, but if you ever are in doubt, give us a call, 429-PARK, 429-7275. We'll get you in the right direction. We'll get you here.
There's all kinds of stuff here. And I want to talk real quick because I have a feeling that you want more people at this event the world's largest swim lesson.
Yes, that is coming up too. Okay. World's largest swim lesson. So we have a little time. That one's in June, but
Yep.
save the date now. The world's largest swim lesson is it's one of those worldwide initiatives, right? That was created back in 2010 to build awareness about the importance of swim lessons when it comes to drowning prevention. So we have water safety resources. We're going to have lifeguard games, and of course, a free swim lesson that day. So you can come out. That's a Thursday, June 23rd from 8:45 a.m. to 9:45 a.m. So if you come out during that time, you'll be able to enjoy a free swim lesson with your child. We'll help evaluate where they're at. And we'll also provide information about our youth scholarship program. So we never want money to be a barrier for anyone in our community to participate in our events like camp or swim lessons. And so we have established a youth scholarship fund in partnership with our social services division. And you can apply to that. And if you receive a scholarship, you can utilize that for swim lessons. You can utilize it for our summer camp program. It'll help offset some of those costs. Or you could use it for any of our other activities or classes, such as archery, that you may be interested in. So,
and to kind of go with that, though, in May, you've got Mayday Drowning Prevention Expo. Can you talk a little bit about that? Because we're going to hit that probably a couple days before that event, but this is something that people should be talking about now, isn't it?
Yeah, so that is the one we combined with Splash into Summer. So that is it used to be two events on their own, but we've combined it to be our Splash into Summer and Mayday Drowning Prevention Expo, mainly because we know how many folks will be coming out to enjoy free admission that day. So it's a great opportunity for us to also chat with them about drowning prevention awareness. So we're going to have vendors and booths and all kinds of things on the pool deck. So all of our attendees that day will be able to go through the vendor booths and learn more about it. We're going to have a lot of great organizations on site. And May is also Drowning Prevention Awareness Month. So we'll be having a proclamation on May 5th with city commissioners. We're going to be doing a lot of providing a lot of information on our social channels and on our website about drowning prevention awareness. And we're working with the Northport Sun on a campaign to raise awareness in our community as well. So we're really excited about those initiatives. It is so important. Even one life lost to drowning is too much. And it's near and dear to our hearts. So we're hoping to have really great engagement with that. So if you want to join us for that, it's May 7th from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. at the Northport Aquatic Center, and it is completely free.
Something I think people should pay attention to is we're getting into summer, and a lot of these things are at the beginning of summer to try to get awareness out really quick. I'm noticing it because you're doing it at the schools now. You're educating kids as the weeks go on. We're rolling right into prime time where a lot of these kids may end up at the aquatic center by themselves. Now we have lifeguards there, we have everything else there, but one of my favorite stories, and I've told you guys this before, is that I learned how to swim and knew people at the Y when I was a real young kid because of my grandparents. So there is beauty in buying a membership, even if it's a grandparent wanting to get some safety ahead of time, some swim lessons ahead of time. But talk about the camaraderie that the kids have with the lifeguards on staff.
Well, I mean, I can speak with limited experience as to what I've observed, but I would want to bring back Devon or Trish or someone so they could really chat about it, because they're the ones who live and breathe this every day. But at least from what I've seen, not just at the aquatic center, but also at our community centers, our staff really get to know the youth in our community. With the teenagers, they're at the community center every day. We have a number of them who are also at the aquatic center over the summers or at different events. Or, there's crossover too, right? Because the kids who are at the community center or at our events or in our camps are also growing up and going to the aquatic center for different things. So, we're just very proud and have a lot of great relationships with the teenagers in our community. And many of them are growing up or getting jobs with us now as lifeguards as they age, hit the right age groups for us. But it is a great opportunity for us to connect with those who are, here to help give them things to do to stay out of trouble and to help them build healthy habits and have healthy outlets. And that's really what we're about there with those programs. And they stay active and engaged. We have a great group too of teen programming over at the Morgan, where if anyone who doesn't know this, if you have a teenager and they join the Northport Drug-Free Youth, they get a free teen membership to the Morgan Family Community Center, which gets them access to the teen lounge. We have teen programs. We have teen talks. They do things every month. They just had like a waffle making and tie-dye shirt thing. They do little games and competitions and win prizes. And it's just a great way to really engage the kids and get them involved with our community.
That's awesome. It's DeFi, right?
Yeah, DeFi. So it's Northport DeFi. If you just search Northport DeFi or Northport Drug-Free Youth, it's a free program to join. They can schedule an appointment to come by. They meet at the Morgan Family Community Center, and you successfully join that group and you get a free membership. It's a great organization. They're doing good things. And yeah. It's a place to be.
I'm following back through all this and it's kind of cool to look through the playbook just to see everything that's there, because for anyone who doesn't think there's something to do, there's almost something to do on every weekend, especially with kids in Northport. And we're looking at the average age. I think they said it was either 47 or 48 now, which is half of Venice. Throw that in there. But it's like, we're very young here. Gas prices are going up, food is going up. What better chance to have to do a picnic basket, get things gathered up and save some gas, save some food from going out. Because right now taking a family of 4 out is kind of tough. Save that for your good, awesome local Northport restaurants. Got to give them some props. But, go to the parks, let kids run around, get the cell phone out of their hand, get the PlayStations out of their hands and get them outside and get them playing. I think that's the biggest thing I think we could encourage right now as we're kind of ramping down the COVID scare. And really getting people back outside, back to enjoying life. There's no better way to be a leader in your own household than to take your kids to the park and kind of show them around at the different parks and participate with them. And I got to tell you, I think we're going to see a lot more people actually taking their sack lunches to the parks and maybe enjoying the fresh air instead of, running around too much anymore. Just because the inflation is out there and kind of have to hit that a little bit.
It is. Well, we welcome all visitors to the parks and please come and picnic. And if you have a great picnic location or a great picture, send it our way. You never know when we might feature you on our page, your smiling faces, having a good time at the parks. We love to see your pictures too. So you can send those to us. It's parks@cityofnorthport.com. So if you have a great picture, I've been getting a lot of dog pictures lately. Everybody likes to send me their cute puppers and it makes my day. So please do send us your pictures of enjoying the parks or your selfies. As I said, parks@cityofnorthport.com. And speaking of our fur babies, this is the second year, John, that we're going to have our doggone egg hunt. So I don't know about you, but I'm excited for this. That is going to be Wednesday, April 13th. It's going to be at our Canine Club Dog Park. It is also a free event, so you can just show up with your furry BFF. Please make sure that they're on a leash and that, their tags and everything are up to date. And from 5:30 to 6:30, we're going to have photos with the bunnies, so your dog can get a picture with the Easter bunny. And then at 6:30 p.m., the egg hunt will begin. So as the dogs go into the park, if they touch an egg with their nose, you can grab it, put it in your basket, and take it with you. So it's a really cute event. It's fun.
So I want to do this real quick because we always talk about the events pre. So I want to do a little post event. We had Wolfstock.
Mm-hmm.
So can you tell us how that turned out?
Oh yeah, Woofstock was great. We had, I want to say around 800, I believe, is how many attendees we had at Woofstock. A lot of great competitions, good feedback on the surveys, and that's a pretty good number for. I believe it was the third year we did that one. So yeah, it continues to grow. So
I mean, 800 people at the dog park. That's
yep,
crazy.
and that's just people. So if you want to count people and their dogs, you're talking 1,600.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it was great. And even more importantly, we had 7 adoptions that day. So there were 7 dogs there from the rescue groups who found their forever homes at Wolfstock this year. So we're very proud of that. We had great demonstrations. Our vendors were very happy. It's a good event.
Who did we work with for the adoptions?
We have a number of folks that we work with. So this year we had the Rescue Garage was on site with some animals. We also had the Greyhound
Rescue Garage by Mayor Pete.
I'm sorry?
Yeah, Mayor Pete has a fantastic story about
from the Rescue Garage.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they do good work there. So we had that group. We had a Greyhound Rescue, and we had the Low Rider Dachshunds. I want to say were on
the Low Riders, huh?
Yeah, the Dachshund group. So
sounds like a motorcycle club.
It does. Hey, it's cute. I like their logo. So, but I'm a fan of those mini dachshunds. They have my heart.
There you go. Well, it's cool to get the pre event, but it's also cool to listen to the after.
It is. And I really encourage people. We have been this year we have been as a department striving very hard to increase our transparency in terms of sharing the successes, right? So that's something that we've always had great events and good feedback when you go, oh, it's good. But we really want to share the metrics. So we haven't always done a great job of tooting our own horns after the fact of saying, hey, this went off and we had this many. But we did put together an impact report this last year. So anyone who has not seen that, I would encourage you to go to our website. It's cityofnorthport.com/parks and recreation. And at text right at the very top, you're going to see download our impact report. And we put together a summary of everything we did in the last year. And that's numbers of how many did we have attend the Northport Aquatic Center? How many came to War Mineral Springs Park? How many attended events? How many swim lessons did we provide? It really is a Northport by the, Parks and Recreation by the numbers of how we measure success and what we're actually doing, so that we can show our community that we're doing what we say we're going to do. We're providing what we say we're going to provide. And I just think that's really important. So if anyone wants to see that, or if you have trouble finding it and you can't find it on the website, you can call me because John put my number up there. You got it. It's 429-7143. You can send me an email and I am happy to send you the Northport by the numbers. And John, thanks for asking. Yeah, keep asking me. I'll have to do a better job of coming on after and telling you how many.
I just thought of it too, and it had a lot to do with the guys on the picture right there. Old Billy and Mickey Rivers. As soon as I saw those guys, I was like, okay, those are baseball cards from the past. So they reminded me to ask you about the past, so it's kind of cool,
Yeah, I'm glad you did. We've had really great events and really great attendance so far. So like I said, summer camp has been selling out. We just had great participation in our Community of Unity photo competition. The announcement for the winners was just posted this afternoon. So we had 29 entries into that photo competition. We have Northport's Got Talent happening right now, and we're almost filled with acts for that. So if you have a talent and you want to share it on stage, we're doing that at the Performing Arts Center this May. It's completely free to participate as an act, and tickets will be pretty cheap. It's just $5 a ticket. And so if you want to sign up for that, you can do that with us right now. You can give us a call and we'll get you signed up. We have a few more spots for performers left. And we've had great, I'm sure with egg hunts and some of these other, like our Master Chef program, our summer camp, our classes, archery was completely sold out. Swim lessons. Our Float for Life, we're booking them months and months out at this point now. So it's just been fantastic to see the engagement and the interest from the community. It's telling us that we're doing what is needed here in the community. We're serving the folks and providing what is being asked for.
And if you haven't gotten your playbook, make sure you either download it or stop by. Even just stop by the chamber. Check out our chamber.
Yeah, go say hi. They're awesome. Tell Emily I sent you. Tell Bill and Denise that we sent you over. So
absolutely, because there's nothing like getting information, but to get information from a group of people who can tell you exactly where to go, and really when you walk into the chamber, they're handing you your guide to the whole city, and it's really cool that they're so centrally located right now. They're right across the street from City Hall, right in front of, or kind of right next to the Heron Creek entrance to the other side, the back nine of Heron Creek, and they're getting a new building, and hopefully they're gonna kind of broaden the scope of information out because they'll be just off of 41 over by Family Table soon. That's the projection, I think.
Yeah, I wasn't sure of the location, but I'm really excited for them to have a new house, a new home. I mean, they get a lot of visitors in that little office that they're in right now. So
right, they do. And I was over there, went live with Bill one day, and there were two or three people came in during that, and we were only on air for maybe 5 to 7 minutes, but
I believe it.
They're very active. They're very engaging, and they have a ton of information. So if you know anybody in Northport that is newer, that hasn't been there before, and they're talking about where can I get information, send them to the chamber. If you call Laura direct at 941-429-7143, she'll help you out too, because
I will.
Where the playbooks are.
I got you.
Yeah, so it's all good. I had to make fun of myself because I'm the one.
I liked it. I don't mind at all. You know what? Hey, I am a public servant, and my phone number is public record. And if people need help, give me a call. I'll get you where you need to go.
So we've got about a minute and a half left. Is there anything? Do you have any employees that you want to give some kudos out to?
Oh my God. We have so many. We announced our employees of the year recently, and I need to pull up the post. I don't have it, but kudos to them. They've been wonderful. So
nice.
I'll get you the info so we can do it better. I don't have it right in front of me, and I don't want to.
That'd be cool. I didn't even know that you did that. I asked that question, not thinking. I didn't know if you had an employee of the month. So you have one of the year, right?
We do for each of our divisions. So we name a different employee from each division as the winner for the year. And, so we had Craig Lepage for aquatics. And then we had, I want to say John we had a park maintenance one, and I want to find out who it is. Maybe we'll see how fast I can Google.
Well, let's do this. Let's try to, on the next show, let's have them on.
Okay.
And even if they get on for like 10 minutes each, and they can just talk about why they won and why they put the effort in. Because I think it's good to know, because you have to love your job. You really do. You have to love your job to get Employee of the Year, because your dedication, not that it's stronger than anybody else's, but your dedication is true to heart.
Yeah. Well, that's very kind. So I will reach out to them and see what we can do. But yeah, I love that idea. And then other than that, how much time do we have? Are we done?
We got 1 minute. Okay,
good. I can post up. We have Concert in the Park. So that is coming up in May 6th. We're going to have Thunder Beach. It's at 7 p.m. It's another free admission, free parking, but we will have food and drink vendors on site. So come hungry, come thirsty. It is here at the City Center Front Green. It's a free event for all ages. So like I said, Concert in the Park, it's featuring Thunder Beach. And if you have kids and would like a date night, you can sign them up for our kids' night out, and our camp counselors will provide the services. They'll be staying inside the George Mullen, so you can dance the night away at the Concert in the Park and then pick them up afterwards after you've enjoyed your date night. So like I said, May 6th, 7 p.m. right here at City Center Front Green.
Awesome. Well, this is John Rawlings with WKDW Real Talk Radio and Laura Ansel with the City of Northport. Parks and Rec saying thanks and have a good night. Thank you, Laura. I appreciate it.
Thank you. Have a good one, guys.
You too.